Hey, what up, everybody? Steve Breach coming to you. This is going to be an awesome edition of Monday Night Raw. Lots of wrestlers tweeting out this morning that this is going to be an edition of Monday Night Raw that you don't want to miss. I think that, honestly, a lot of those wrestlers are trying to just basically make WWE happy. I bet WWE is the one asking him to tweet it out. But, I mean, to me, it just makes me feel like an idiot. Why don't you just fucking come out and say, you know, CM Punk's back and make sure you don't miss him on Raw tonight? Because the whole cat and mouse game, to me, it's just kind of stupid. It doesn't really make much sense. Main event to me tonight is going to be the big match that I think everybody wants to see one more time. The Wyatts versus the Shield. I know that the WWE Network has the Elimination Chamber match of the Wyatts versus the Shield on lockdown right now. They're not going to release it on the network until after the DVD's out. So, you know, a lot of people might not have seen it yet unless you went scouring through YouTube and Daily Motion in order to find it if you didn't order the pay-per-view stream. But, oh, what a match it was. I mean, honestly, it's hard to overshadow a chamber match because everything that's involved around, you know, them being in the 16-foot-tall, chamber surrounded by steel and people getting the back body drops down on the grated steel that surrounds the ring, and the guys flying through the bulletproof glass that is surrounding, the Elimination Chamber pods and everything like that. But this match did. I mean, it was just 6 dudes going out there and just all-out warfare, beating the holy hell out of each other. I mean, never really, since Twitter's come around, everybody's got their phone in their hand when they're watching the show, and there's, tweeting out, when certain spots happen and things like that. But I mean, like, when that match was on, honestly, if you go back and you look at Twitter, Twitter honestly died. I mean, everybody was just literally captivated and just into that match. They had invested so much of it. Last week, you had Roman Reigns go out there against Bray Wyatt. Of course, I think that the reason why John Cena got, airlifted out of the ring on the stretcher was basically just because, Cena had an issue with Bray, and they didn't want Cena to come down and interfere in this match. They wanted it just to be a straight-up one-on-one brawl. That ended up being broken up because the Wyatts broke the truce, and they came down to the ring. Of course, Seth Rollins came down, and he jumped over the top rope, flew out, and hit them down on the floor. And then because of that, Seth was on the ground. They ended up getting in the ring, and then Dean Ambrose came running out of the back with his leather jacket on, ready to fight to save the day, which you would think was going to be the thing that really brought the Shield back together. I thought that was like the sort of glue that held them together. That in the day they were bickering, but come time to fight, that they have each other's backs. And then come SmackDown, you have these guys bickering in the back like they're little schoolgirls about this, that, and the other. When you break down last week's Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt fight, it wasn't really a fight like the Survivor Series was. I think that's what a whole lot of people were really looking for. The boo birds were out there in the crowd cheering that it was boring and crap like that. And yeah, those two guys went out there, and instead of having a real brawl fight that I think a lot of people wanted to see, they tried to do a wrestling style match when they rolled around and did shit like that. And I don't know. I thought it was fun. I thought it was good, and I didn't understand why people were going crazy. But I guess people were just expecting something that they didn't get. Now, when it comes down to it after SmackDown, I really think that the Shield, they're not really out to fight for each other anymore. I think that they're out just sort of fighting for themselves, trying to make a name, not as a team, but as breakaway single stars. You got Seth Rollins just sort of sitting there in the middle. He's trying to look good. You got Dean Ambrose is trying to become the biggest star of the group. We've seen him steal pins, where he just tags himself in when Roman's doing all the work. Just to roll the guy up and get the pin so he has the limelight and gets his picture on the cover of WWE.com. Hey, look, Seth won a match. And I don't know. I think that when it comes down to it, with the Wyatts having a big match against Cena, there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to be pulling out the victory in this one. Every week we keep on saying, we've said this for a long damn time, this is the week that the Shield's going to break up. Honestly, I think you can hold the Shield break off all the way up until almost the last week before WrestleMania, because all you really have to do is just have somebody say, this is going to be a match. I think the longer you go before trying to establish these guys as single stars, the better. The first time you guys see these guys, as a singles wrestler by themselves, should be WrestleMania, because then you could have Roman Reigns come out, and he's not going to wear the Shield outfit anymore. He can sort of debut his new look, and you can sort of see what these guys are going to look like when they look like $1 million. You don't want to see them just, wandering out on Raw for some sort of, you know, just, I don't know, Roman Reigns versus Brodus Clay, or I don't know what the hell you do with them in one-on-one matches. But the Wyatts for the win tonight. I think that they're definitely going to pull it in. Anything else is going to happen, I don't know, but I'm guessing that Punk's going to be the main event, the main deal. The Chicago crowd hijacking, we want Punk. I don't know. Honestly, sometimes it's kind of fun, but I think it's gone a little bit too far with that Twitter putting out like the little card on, you know, if people are going to really print this out and look, okay, if these guys are in the ring, all right, we're going to stand up and we're going to turn around, and if these guys are in the ring, we're going to cheer for this guy. Just go to the damn show. Cheer for who you want to cheer for. If you want to cheer for some guy who walked out on you and left you in the dust because they think it's going to make your town a better wrestling town, do it. You paid your money for it. Do what you want to do. But, I mean, don't go along with the rest of the crowd just to go along with the rest of the crowd. If they're not cheering for the guy you want to cheer with, just be yourself. Peace out.